You can be witty in Russian much easier than you can in English. Like
Yeah, it's
witty and funny,
mm-hmm.
and also with poetry, you can say profound things by messing with words and the order of words, which is hilarious because you had a great conversation with Joe Rogan, and on that program, you talked about how to say "I love you" in Russian,
Right,
which is
right.
hilarious. And it was for me the first time. I don't know why. You were a great person to articulate the flexibility and the power of the Russian language. That's really
Oh,
interesting
interesting.
because you were
Never
saying
heard
like
that.
"Я люблю тебя,
Mm-hmm.
я тебя люблю, тебя я люблю, тебя люблю я." You could
Mm-hmm.
say every single order, every single combination of ordering of those words is has the same meaning, but slightly different.
You could and it would change the meaning if you took "ya" out and just said "lublю тебя."
Yeah.
There's like a different emphasis, or
Mhm.
maybe, or "ya тебя lublю," or something.
Yeah.
All these
Or
different
just тебя
variations.
люблю also.
Right, exactly. So it is rich, and it was interesting coming from an English context and getting a glimpse of that, and then wondering about all those Russian authors that we all appreciate. That we actually aren't getting the full deal here.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've recently become a fan, actually, of Larissa Volkansky and Richard Prevere. They're these world famous translators of Russian literature: Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, Chekhov, Pushkin, Bulgakov, Pasternak. They've helped me understand just how much of an art form translation really is. Some authors do that are more translatable than others, like
Mhm.
Dostoevsky is more translatable, but then you can still spend a week on one sentence.
Oh yeah,
Like, just how do I exactly capture this very important sentence? But I think what's more powerful is not uh, like literature, but conversation, which is one of the reasons I've been carrying and feeling the responsibility of having conversations with Russian speakers, because I can still see the music of it. I can still see the wit of it, and in conversation comes out like really interesting kinds of wisdom. You when I listen to like world leaders that speak Russian speak, and I see the translation, and it loses the irony, like in between the words. If you translate them literally, you lose the reference in there to the history of the peoples.
yeah, for sure. And I've definitely seen that on and if you listen to, I think it probably was a Putin speech or something,
Mhm.
and you just see that, oh wow, something major is being lost in translation. You can actually see it happen. I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't the case with that whole greatest tragedy is the fall of the Soviet Union that I hear him being quoted as saying all the time. I bet you there's something in there that's being lost in translation that is interesting.
I think the thing I see the most lost in translation is the humor.
Mhm. I'll just say that was the hardest. That was the tangibly the hardest part about learning the language is that humor comes last, and you have to wait. You have to wait that whole year, or however long it takes you to learn a language to be able to start getting the humor. Some of it comes through, but you miss so much nuance, and that was really difficult in interaction with people to just be the guys. When there's humor going on and you're totally oblivious to it.
Yeah,
It's
everybody's
kind of tough.
laughing, and you're like
Yeah.
trying to laugh along. What did they make of you? This
To be
this
honest,
person that came from descended upon us,
totally.
all full of love.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard "Oh, Americans suck," but you're a good American. You're like the only good American I've ever met. But then, of course, they never met.
Yeah, exactly. You're the only one.
but I think because I tried to work hard, tried to be more useful than I was a drain. All that they all, I think it was pretty appreciated me out there. Definitely heard that a lot, so that's nice.